I guess so. Do we classify Data Jahard as ranker level?
I mean, we never classified him. We never knew
We
where to put
never,
him.
we
That's always
never.
been a problem.
That was one of
Because
the
I would.
biggest
I don't even know
issues.
if I would put him there. I
I
would say maybe like technique wise, maybe, but like I don't know if his power output was there for that.
Legit couldn't tell you because there was never a set standard of where he was, and to me that was the moment, which is sad because it legitimately probably is still the best fight in the series.
It is,
But
yeah.
there's nothing clearly defined about what that stated strength wise.
Yeah, okay, well, let's just say he is then. That still doesn't make sense how in 2 years you go from ranker level to high ranker to be able to, like, beat a nigga who one shots high ranker. Like, that's crazy, because you still got advanced ranker,
See,
you
see,
still got...
you know the thing that pisses me off even more though is that SIU will act like that's not the case. SIU will be like, well, actually, Bam didn't actually beat White because he took coup in Iraq and he needed like
yeah,
no, he
he
won, he
does. He does.
won.
He did that shit in the blog post when he beat that canine back in the
Yeah,
he's like, you can't say that he's actually strong with. I'm like, bro, who does he
give
like?
it a
I
rest,
read the
nigga.
story. I can't
Yeah.
stop it. So
A little something like Eenie, Meanie, rap from the beginning. Smoke a little pack, but the pack never timid. Church, but I'm seeing it. Curse when I'm winning. She need a new back. When it's back, I'ma bend it. Slap up some guinea. Pass me the hen it. Watch a nigga black super yak, I'ma quit it. Swerve in the Benzie. Perfume is Fendi. Bob and move fast, real fast like I'm Ricky. That's 'cause I'm pretty. Came from the dirt. Showing up a nigga can't handle the work. Ooh, yo, swing with it first. Young white girl like a ramble.
laughs at whole great amount of stamina. White. Could you imagine those random soldier rankers beating Nana Jihad? I wouldn't even imagine Mule Love beating Nana Jihad. That's crazy. Mule Love after you saw him against Sicarius? Are you stupid? Are you crazy?
Nah, I think No Love actually beats Data Jahard for sure. Unironically.
Couldn't tell you.
That's the right answer.
Don't want to tell you. I don't want to know. I don't at this point. Don't
You
want
know
to
what?
know.
I wish we got back into just showing people's inventories and armor set, because those baseball mitts that No Love had hits different to this day.
Talk to them. Let them know about themselves. They're not ready. They don't know nothing about anything that matters. What the GOAT? You love? Yes, sir. All right. But, okay, so this chapter is, we're talking about 540. Respect, love? Yeah, that's right. And you want to go through it first? Or do you want to just go to the bottom?
We can just go through it all real quick. Might as
So,
well.
I don't mind. Okay. I did, because actually, you know what? All things considered, there are actually a couple of things that happen in the chapter that are interesting. So let's kind of go through it. So we go back to the cat tower, where I don't remember the girl's name. Is it Sola? But I know one of them died. But the girl who
The
came
blue
in,
one died.
yeah, the pink haired girl came, yelling monster because the hybrid was behind her. So we have Cha, Kraka, Moron, Fusile, the girl, the guy with the dark skin who had Arya and many hands, the goblin nigga within him and all that stuff. And there's a mouse right there. So he comes down here. And the guy with the dark skin, I'm so happy Cha stopped this guy. I said, I swear to God, if he just flies straight and y'all don't do nothing, I'm gonna get mad. Face it, go to the bottom. We'll get there. I'm like, if y'all do nothing, I'm gonna be mad. But he tried to like zip his way there, and Cha said, "Where the fuck are you going?" He hit him into the hybrider. Cha stock going up. You started off horrible bending the knee to bad, but your stock goes up every time I see you. I don't mind him anymore. I'm neutral on him. I'm like,
He's an
positive.
actual person with experience and actually thinks normally.
Right? Remember
Hey,
how we
this
were
nigga looks kind of suspicious. Let me stop him. Like, yeah.
Because remember how we were saying that it was very nice to see that, okay, what Owl made a miscalculation by not bringing whatever he needed to bring. He only had Horny Bird. So he's like, okay,
Running board go kind of crazy.
yeah. But it's like, I got to use quantity over quality. All right? Okay, bet. He realizes that this is not going as well as it's supposed to be going with Holland being kind of, I guess, out showcase or outclassed by Bam in the moment. He said, we got to switch our strategy. We need to lure them to us close enough that the family head could just sense the irregular and take him himself. I love that. I doubly loved it because Hodge and Sung was like, hey, yo, they switched their strategy from attack to defense. They're trying to lure us somewhere. He was cognizant of that fact. But Bam is an ape. He's like, I'm going to save my friends. Like, all right. So we're just like, he charged into that booby trap knowing it was a booby trap. It's a small detail, but I don't think SIU realizes if he keeps doing things like that throughout the course of the narrative from start to finish, it honestly goes a long way. I even like that they referenced that he was the massacre of the Ha family. Thank you.
Yeah.
Events in the tower people are talking about, recalling, like, this world
Yeah,
starts
that's what it's supposed
fucking
to do.
feel
Yeah.
alive. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not like we need everybody to be shipping Coon level smart, but at least act like they got some fucking common sense.
Well, the thing is, these guys are, especially these guys, they're supposed to be rankers and high rankers. They should know things like that.
Is Saint, is that better? I might have to do the thing where I put the volume in my throat because I did have to mess with some audio settings, so maybe my voice is low again. But continue. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm just saying they're rankers and high rankers. They're supposed to know things like that. And like you said, that's part of the reason why I like Tower God so much in the first place. It was small details like that. It didn't happen all the time, but it happened enough where it's just like, okay, people know what's going on here. These people are supposed to be living in a tower for thousands of years and stuff like that. They should know what's going on in their own fucking tower.
Yeah, and I've said this. The fact that you're a ranker kind of like qualifies you to kind of like have like a main character status figure in a different like story. Like, bro, you climbed 130 floors. That's extremely impressive. Like the amount of shit you've been through. Like, come on.
We thought it was possible that it was impossible to be carried, like that. But I'm sure some people did kind of get carried though. So
yeah.
But these guys are supposed to be part of the army, a lot of them and stuff like that. That's the difference for me. If they were just, regulars, people, not regulars,
I was OGs for knowing who Jin Sung is back in the day too.
But even some, like, look at season 1 with Quant, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't like smart, but like you could definitely tell he had like years on him with experience with the way he just dealt with shit.
Yeah, like he's obviously not a brain guy, but just because he had experience climbing the tower, they couldn't mess with him. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's a good example of that. Wait, other translations I see were wilding with the translations. you got the hood scans? Yo, hood scans be wilding. They got Suna cussing, calling Reborn, hey, what the fuck? I'm like, Suna did not say that shit to Reborn. Like, hood scans be funny, bro. Go down to, you alright, white boy? Like, did he really say that shit? Like,
hey, they said they had to get their stuff. I get it.
Talking about being carried at the tower, meanwhile, Rachel, shit, but
we know she's a specific case. Plus
that's such a very different case.
No, she's also actually super smart. So,
I was also going to say this because I guess this is something I say a lot of the times when I'm talking about more real life things, but you can't apply the exception as the rule. You know?
Yeah.
If there's 100 people that do something, and 8 people do something differently, you can apply them as the majority. They're not the rule. My math. 92 people did this. So therefore, more majority people, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, but yeah, it's true though. So Traumerei said what? That's crazy. You not say no pussy. All right. So Child's like, where do you think you're going? He hits him. I like he hits him towards the hybrider. And it looks like the hybrid tried to attack him. I don't know if he hit him. The impact lines here are not clear to me what's happening. I couldn't tell what's happening at this part. But the hybrider like yells, and then Fusile. Did you guys guess that Fusile was the bomb?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Didn't care.
Okay, that's fair, but
he was suspicious. He was suspicious looking, so I'm not shocked.
I heard people say it, so like to me it wasn't a surprise, but like it was one of those things like I just never put enough time to care for. I do like Fusile though, but like it's. Yeah.
This was one of those moments where like it's probably like I did the. Because I guess I'm experiencing in real time, I'm not particularly thinking deeply ahead about everything. But as the reveal was coming, I figured out before they literally dropped it. It reminds me of, I guess spoilers for anyone who has never seen Stardust Crusaders. Probably, I would say 6 pages before Joseph finds out what Dio's ability is, I figured it out. So, I figured it out here. When they were talking, before the Kun family guy came in, solely due to the fact that I was thinking about Mule, not Mule Love, Mule from the cage. Do you remember when he removed his armor? It was a bomb, and he forced Yama to quote unquote bend the knee, but he still had that nigga shaking in his boots. I was thinking about his armor being kind of like Karaka's. I'm like, I wonder if his armor was the bomb. That's what I was thinking. So when he said, I'm like, gotcha. That's how I came to it. It's not a big deal though. I guess you're right. It's not important in the grand scheme. I was just wondering. I was just curious.
I do have a quick question because I just think of Fusil and shit. So, if all the people in Yasracha's group have like that have the Lopa Bia name, or people that Yasracha gave his like powers to, right?
Yeah.
Why would Yas have them take on the name of Lopa Bia?
What do you mean, Yasracha?
Yeah.
All the people that he turned, but because he said he was allowed to make his own pack at that point.
Yeah, but I'm saying why, like with how he feels about him, why would he give him that name?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe because the name allows them to move the way maybe he wants them to move.
Yeah.
Because,
I guess that's fair.
Part of his family.
Yeah.
You get to do whatever his name gives you access
It's
to.
probably a name of status and power too. You know, you just hear the name. It's like Lopo Bia Hasracha. Oh shit, Lopo Bia. So maybe that makes sense.
Okay.
My other reasoning was maybe I was gonna say maybe out of like it's kind of out of fear, like, oh, you're making all these niggas and you're not giving them the names that I bestowed upon you. But I also was like, I guess it depends on how you think he really defected. Like, did he, like when he went into the Jihad Empire, in his mind was he completely at that point, his head and mind divorced from the Lopa Bia family? Is he more of Jihad's minion at this point, or is he more of Lopa Bia Traumerei's minion? I think how you think he thinks about that also plays a role here.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
If that made sense.
And do you still think Yaz isn't top 5 in the family?
I don't think I never did.
I might have him over Owl and stuff. I'm not gonna hold you.
I see. Owl's a bad person to use because we haven't seen him bring whatever his strongest thing is.
True.
So I'm not mad at what you're saying, but
over Spider-Man
and also you have to remember the Hodgins song. I said I just fought a really hard battle recently. I'm warmed up, even though it was 2 years ago, and it's like you probably haven't fought someone strong for a long time. To the point where he was kind of getting warmed up mid-fight. There's a couple of things you can use. Like SIU kept it ambiguous enough that while I think you can make the case and whatnot, it's not a for sure thing.
Yeah.
I love Seth Curry, bro. I love him. Sorry. I love that guy. Yeah, so I give Yas highest top 15. I was willing to give him the 10 spot, honestly.
I feel like you got to give him at least a 10.
But I think some of those branch leaders and branch leader candidates that may be on the come up could be scary. You don't know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So Fusile, he's talking about the Haigh-Rankers going on the rampage. What happened to the cavalry? And SIU, listen, you tried it. This is not what I want when I say I want Karaka moments. I don't care that he had more niggas and he had niggas hidden and they jumped on the Lopo Bia niggas. Like, I need some raw Karaka feat himself, okay? So yeah, basically they gave Karaka credit for that. He said, Karaka, was he hiding the souls this whole time? Like, that's not enough for me, bro. What's up, Fetus? So yeah, I want to think. Okay, so yeah, so the Haigh-Rankers starts powering up. Do you think the Haigh-Rankers are actually going to give them all a lot of trouble? Because I don't like the idea of this. But this was interesting to me. So actually, before you get there, do you think that SIU's been randomly throwing out like these statements about places that are like, oh, it's so dangerous for a Haigh-Ranker? Like when the dark skin guy was talking about the fucking blade saws being dangerous for a Haigh-Ranker, I'm like, if you don't beam those things into oblivion and take the goddamn mouse, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose it.
Huh? You've been doing that since Machini brought out the quote unquote Haigh-Ranker machine. El Robina, right? Yeah. So like, that's just his stick.
I think it would have been. I think, as Vin said, it would have been sweeter if like Haigh-Rankers still had like the same scary like aura that they used to. Because when Machini actually first brought those out, I was actually kind of shook. I was like, they got tips just to kill Haigh-Rankers, but now it's just like
yeah. Plus, it was giant. It was kind of destructive looking, and you made Jin-Sung look good, and then now it's just like,
Jin-Sung wiped those bitches out. I was like, ooh, but now it's just like,
To be fair, Jin-Sung is literally built different, though.
That is actually very true.
So he uses the ability of many arms that White packed up, grabs the Haigh-Ranger, and just tosses him downwards. And I'm like, thank the fucking Lord this didn't become, oh no, the buzzsaws. That was not moving me, bro. I just did not want to see any of those fans nick anybody. I swear to God, I'm about to lose it.
Being a high ranker and dying in buzzsaws is crazy.
Yeah. What I found interesting is that when he threw him through the for that side would be the floor, it broke through the ceiling of where Vankel and company are. So they weren't even that far away from each other in terms of actual, like I guess, being in the structure of the cat tower. I thought they were a lot further apart than they actually were. So, did you guys find that surprising?
Yeah, a bit.
Think it was too easy to merge them together, or?
I'm kind of glad it was fast, honestly.
Yeah.
Because once we're with the Traumerei stuff, I'm like, we got to get these other plot points out quick.
Yeah. Let me see. The anti-high-ranker Canada LMAO Edgin song and that shit ain't even ruffled, but sure, they made high-rankers like Arya. Considering stuff. Like, I'm crying because that just made so much sense to me. Like, she's not at the same level of those dudes. But consider stuff like administration agents and stuff exists in the tower. It makes sense that all things in the tower can harm high-rankers. Okay, I mean, again, just like buzzsaws? No. Bring me laser beams or something, plasma, I don't know. But like metal is not moving me. I'm sorry. Unless they're like, it's like ka-ching from like the Kai world and Dragon Ball or something. But otherwise, that's just not moving me. That's all I was saying. So, what do you think the significance is of SIU deciding to merge these two parties together with Spider Mommy, Sicarius, and the people that she brought with her mothership, and then Fusile and Cha and Doan and Moron and everyone being there? Like, what do you think the point of this is? Are they all gonna struggle against this fucking hybrider? Is that what you think is gonna happen?
I don't know. They don't even matter.
Because I hate the idea of them all struggling to fight against this thing. By the way, cameo from the GOAT right there. Yes, sir.
I was thinking he was just trying to get everybody closer and closer and closer just to ban the Traumerei. That's how I just took it. Like, he's just trying to slowly merge all the groups into one.
So how far are they from Traumerei? They break through the wall?
I think they're like relatively close, like a few walls away.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Okay. We honestly need tiers within high rankers at this point. It's like disaster level is a One Punch Man. I would argue that we low key somewhat have it, just because of that random statement. Not random, but I think LaFave was making a statement about the top 300 being like a very special class. So it's like there's probably cutoff numbers between them. But I'm also at the point that, I think, Miles, you agree with me. I don't remember if you agreed, Vince. I think power is I think it's the least important thing in ranking, but I would argue at most it's second. I think influence is the most important thing.
Yeah, I'm there now. I wasn't. I wanted to believe that power was really important, but there's nothing to suggest that anymore.
Even with the high ranker thing, he did that when he had put advanced ranker in at the end of season 2 because he realized like there needed to be a level between high ranker and ranker. But then he made the main character skip straight to high ranker, so it just doesn't matter.
Okay. Them saws for real special. They got special since you granted of them by admins or something. Listen, man, no. The buzz saws are not moving me. I'm unmoved. Where's my emoji? I'm just... What you say about that spinning metal? Just blast through that shit. That shit's not cutting Caliban. I'm just not trying to hear it.
No, fine.
Alright, so I also want to say this. Vankel was like, oh my god, thank god you guys came along with Mew Love, which means that bitch about to die. that bitch about to die. She holding her stomach. She bleeding. So here comes Karaka Cha. They're chasing after a dark-skinned man. And then they see everybody here. Vankel. And they're like, both like, nice timing. Vankel was about to die. Convince me otherwise. I'm that guy with that series. What's his name? I almost said Stephen Hawking. That's crazy. But when he goes to campus college and he says, change my mind about something, Vankel was to get her ass packed up today by Spider Mommy and her legion until the cavalry came. So, yeah.
That's you know what, though? I'm going to start rewarding feats to other people. That's a feat for Spider Mommy.
There you go.
Because, the villains don't be getting much feats. He could say, I almost beat the former floor ruler for what's the word floor. That's a feat.
She was a floor ruler too. That's true.
Plus she does have
but Vecca Hill had all the scary titles. Nobody knew who Spider Mommy was.
Plus she has a shield from Traumerei, so she's obviously.
I don't care what she did. Everybody got
What about nail guns? Would that be better? No. Buzzsaw greater
Nail?
than Bam is what SIU would just saying. In his blog post, I would imagine Karaka getting shredded up. I'd be mad as fuck. Look how happy Evanka is to see Karaka. She's trying to escape. My dog running from the grind. Yeah, look at y'all. Sorry, what did you say, Miles?
I said Hawkins made nails kind of raw.
That's Kaidoseki. It's different. Regular nail not moving nobody. But I'm with it. It's rough.
Metal nail.
It's rough being a Vankel fat. Try being a Karaka fat. Nah, I'm not trying to hear that. I suffer. I know, in this hierarchy of victimhood, the Tower of God character, like who you like, I'm in the mud. I don't want to hear it. Okay, at least she blew up a portal or something. Karaka's feats are like you got minions. Like, bro, what's happening? Help me. So, Traumerei shield equals a good lawyer. But yeah, so yeah. Anyways, Ivanka's about to die. What are those? So she looks really lost though. I just arrived, but it's already too much going on. The hybrid like reformed itself. Cha and Moron, I think, try to combine an attack against the Widow. I like this shot with everybody. Like it's like a downwards panorama. I don't think panoramas go downwards. I don't know, but I like this shot here, especially the part where
it looked like.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, did it look like Domon and Cha was like combined, like doing combined move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Karaka then adds his attack into it, the steel. There's a steel tree in the pedals. Then the new. I don't remember his name already. I'm sorry, but I like this. I like this design, by the way. I like the outfit he's wearing. And he's like, it's not trying to fight each other. He basically like, oh, who's it now? Where is the 1st Division commander of the 5th Army Corps, Fusile? Where is he now? That high ranker is the hidden bomb. Now, I thought it was a very weird lapse in judgment to not realize he didn't follow, especially after what he did earlier. But I think that was a heat of the moment thing. There was a mouse. He threw something and exploded. You saw a bunch of people, and then he went down. But Fusile decided to stay back. I thought originally Fusile didn't know he was the bomb for some reason. I thought he said, what? Well, no. He's saying that. Do you think that this is going to be significant? Because as far as we know, this bomb is not going to kill any of the higher rankers, I guess. So it'll just kill everybody except Mulov. But yeah. How important? How like this bomb's just not moving me. I don't like it. I don't think this.
I mean, I like that they said at least the high rankers won't die. That's what I appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Do I think that Fusile is like Karaka can blow himself up like Karaka tried to do once? I don't think he has the.
It didn't move me because I just can't believe that they're gonna die. So.
Yeah. Especially if he blows up far away from them, I suppose, and they're getting like the after math of the explosion or more of the not the full. Bro, what is this hack? It's a foul. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think Fusile can do that though. I don't think so.
If I actually believe there was like a 35-40% chance they could die, I'd be like, oh, well, this is quite the conundrum from them. But for me, it's just like they're not dying. Nobody's dying. It's like whatever. He's a bomb. Cool.
Yeah.
Gonna die in vain.
He's the bomb. A human bomb that is set to explode at any time when the Corps commander orders him to. A high ranker level of self-destruction. Everyone here knows what that means. If he explodes, everyone here except for a few high rankers will die. So what do you think the significance is of Fusile even like accepting something like that? Like, I'm gonna make you a bomb that could explode on any command. Is he? Oh, maybe that's why you asked me that earlier. I'm sorry. Do I think he can maybe blow himself up and reform? Because why would you agree to just be a fucking bomb? Unless it's the arm. I think that's why I thought maybe it was the armor. You could take the armor off and it'll blow up. But what do you think? I know you guys don't really care about this, but I think it's gonna be important. So I gotta talk about it.
It's just kind of like it's just like, bro, you're part of the Jihad army, the strongest army in the tower. Y'all niggas just can't make bombs and carry them. Like, why would you like turning a man into a bomb?
You always have a choice, bro. You could choose death over bondage. You always got a choice, man.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get some backstory where he's like, I don't got long to live.
At least I could be useful in this way. Type beat.
Yeah, I could definitely see. I could definitely see it. That'll be good to do it, but I could definitely see it. There's zealots too. Basically, Jihad army, a bunch of zealots.
Yeah, he's like a Lopa-B zealot.
Fusile, the real Bomberman. Bomberman's such a good game. Become the bomb, and you might live or die now. I'll die now. Fuck you. I'm doing what Doom did. That's why I've always told people I don't dislike Doom. He said, bro, y'all not putting this shit in my heart. I don't give a fuck. Kill me. I said, that's raw. Good job. Killer Queen already has touched and primed Fusile. That's good. I like that. Why is this lady so lost? What are they talking about this time? And I find it interesting that they don't know about the bomb. Do you think Yas Ratchet has taken a lot of this stuff into his own hands personally?
Yes.
Okay, that's the next question.
I can see him doing
this
that.
is the Lopobia family. So them not knowing about this is pretty significant, all things considered. And while I know Yas Ratchet is Lopobia, he's only Lopobia in name as far as I'm concerned. Plus, he does things that go against even, like, I guess, I want to say Army protocol. Remember when, was her name Hasacha?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, like, I'm here to work. And he's like, bro, just relax, sit down, chill out. We're not trying to do all that. Like, so, yeah. Oh, that's GG. I think Brooklyn lost. You go home. Sweep. Honestly, the bomb might go off on Yasaracha's command. I think so. Because it said when he tells him to. So, but I just found it significant that Spider Mommy was lost. Do you think I wonder if Cha is gonna actually catch up to him and do something? But yeah. Fusile, contact from the Corps commander has disconnected. Proceed as instructed. I'm just interested to know what his orders were aside from that, because I guess because Yasaracha's fighting with Traumerei and he's like fucking fighting for his life, he can't give any orders right now. But all right. Yasaracha might have wanted the bomb to blow up the cage, but have Yama and Doom survive so you can tell the army dead. Oh, you're like thinking ahead like that. You think that's still? You thought, I don't know. My only problem is that would have been. It couldn't have been his plan A. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, hold on. There's a chance. Now give it to Dragon. Give it to the dragon.
Well, I mean, he already said that the bomb can't kill Haigh-Rankers. I would assume it's his way of just fucking up the Lopobia family.
I don't know. I don't know if Yasaracha has thought that far, but that's interesting to think of. Uncle Yas with the plays. Let's go. We'll see. So Doom's still trapped in Perseus's shit. Break out, boy. Break out, man. What is this bullshit?
What?
Go ahead.
Wait, I have a question. So who knew that the Lopobia head was coming beforehand? I can't remember. Was it just?
I think just who's escorting him and who was escorting him. I thought escorting him, and I would say the spider lady. For some reason, I think she would know.
Didn't Machine know?
Yeah, but she knows. Yeah, no, I think you might have. I don't know. Did she know?
I can't remember if they talked about it at the what was the meeting? The meeting with Machine.
I think they knew high-ranking Lopobia members were coming. I don't think if Liborg knew. Oh, Liborg did know. Liborg was definitely bringing him here specifically, I think. I would say Perseus, Owl, and Liborg maybe. Yeah. Who else, though? That's so crazy. They smoked so many layups, and you guys just did not get the rebound. I think Kennedy and the bro knew. You think it's not impossible that some of the hatchlings knew, but...
Yeah, I think
Holland, I guess, would have known because Holland knew he would know. Holland would have known. He's obviously exporting. That's crazy. He's carrying he's protecting the Lopopia family head. I think he would have known. So a couple people knew. Yeah, I think Machete knows what she knows, not because she's supposed to, because she's out here making moves. That makes sense. But okay. So where's this bullshit? Then Yasmin says Traumerei. He goes again with his disgusting hobby. They're talking about marriage with our daughter. Does that mean he's going to that boy's going to be the successor to our families? Like, I think so. And then here goes with, Mr. Traum, I do not think that I am prepared for marriage. Okay, so he's like, what did marriage out of nowhere? I'm not following the situation. There's no need to. You bested Haigh-Rankers. You proved yourself. I will grant you the greatest. Basically, he said that this position is the best position you can have. That's not like family head. It's better than Slayer candidate. I don't think Bam cares about any of those titles at all. Would you guys agree with me?
Yeah.
Care. You barely know they exist.
Yeah. Now here is Naya's monkey wrench proposal that I think is a bit of a missed opportunity. Just bear with me for a second. Bear with me, okay? The honor of marrying the most excellent lady of the Lopi family by my successor. Surely you wouldn't refuse the offer. I am confident this won't be the case. But if the daughters we offer do not meet your satisfaction, then you may choose from a different family. I shall give you a choice. What will you do?
See, that's all we asked for.
Now, here is what I think would have been interesting. I don't think it's not going to happen. I mean, it obviously didn't happen, but just follow me for a second. Follow me. So let's say he actually had a brain and thought this through properly in any real capacity, right? What if he said Elaine? What do you think would have happened before I even go on my little tirade? What do you think would have happened if he said Elaine? If he picked Elaine?
Yeah, so true. I mean, Trauma would have been like, who? And then
okay,
then they would have went.
I kind of agree. I don't think he even knows what that is. But do you think that he'd be forced to have to remember because he had to remember Yamla's name too? I don't think he forgot. I think it's in the recesses of his mind, right? I could see there being something that has to actually remind him. The question is, what would he care or feel some type of way if he's like, this is the failed princess that failed the test? Like, do you think that would like offer anything?
I wonder. I mean,
interestingly, from a narrative standpoint.
Yeah, I think he would think about it. I wonder. He's like, we never like.
What if he's like, that trifle is no longer a part of my family? Choose another type beat. Like I'm thinking like there was a lot of it because I think with Bam in that scenario, he doesn't have to necessarily want to marry Elaine. It's someone that he's familiar with. He knows is a part of that family. At the very least, since it's going to be more political than anything, he can just kind of look and play the part. So I thought it was just an interesting narrative decision to make there. So that's all. I mean,
what if he just said Yuri? What if he just said Yuri since she's gone?
I was just thinking about as far as people within his family that would force him would force Traumerei to think outside the box in the sense of, does he even fucking care that Elaine failed to become a princess, or did it matter to him because it would kind of increase the prestige of his family. So I could see it going both ways. That's all I'm saying. Yuri's not a bad choice though. I thought about Yuri too. How do you think if Yuri did it, how do you think that would come into play though?
See, that's how I wanted to say it, because I say if you pick Yuri, that forces Traumerei to like get in contact with y'all here, that'd be like, oh well, who knows if they have a good relationship or anything. So like, oh yeah, by the way, I want Bam, but I also gotta force him to marry your daughter, and so like now me and you gotta be on the same page. Mm-hmm. That might cause some problems for him.
Okay. Hold on. Real quick. Hold on. Now Borg has really been playing everyone and setting up Gustang to win. Probably. I think so. I think the Pobadao thing. Bam is so flabbergasted. It's just funny. He's like, who has the other Fang, Yas or Paul? Because we might see a crazy power from Yama if he gets it from Yas Racha. I think, does Yama have 2 right now? Or we just have 1? Do we know for a fact how many Fangs he has?
I want to say 1.
I think Doom and Yas would have the other 2, I would say, probably. Unless the one that Doom gave him was his and not Paul's. It's interesting. But I do think that when he gets his third one, he'll be uncontrollable, or he'll have the same level to not be dominated like his dad was. And I could see Arcanak coming out after him being strong enough to be a good vessel. Bam is under pressure, too much big brain moves. Yeah. If I was Bam, I'm getting a harem. We know about y'all. Bam, join and rules the galaxy together. I'll give you any hole in this tower. The word is yours. Your words plowing your field. Now I would throw up, but Traumerei would forget, remember, and say, nah, she's a shame to the family. That's kind of what I'm thinking personally. But I think it would just be an interesting thing. So a way to just somehow involve her with the politics of her family and how they treated her and whatever. I just think it would be interesting. Traumerei wouldn't care and would probably let her back in the family. He doesn't care about trifles enough to hold a grudge. I can also see that being
I can definitely see that.
something he was saying. That's why I think it's just interesting. Tra finna say she brought shame to the family name. Matter of fact, if she was right here, I'd kill her. I don't know if you do go that far. But
I don't think honestly, I don't think that's his personality. Like I said, like me and I've been kind of saying for a while. Personally, you could be right, but personally, I feel like he's very indifferent. So like,
but anyways, that's a monkey. That's a monkey wrench.
Okay, but here's my question real quick before you get off the subject. Mm-hmm. Do you think he's gonna bring up anything about this Elaine thing at all?
No. I don't think it's even gonna come up in any capacity. I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
Wait.
Because
So
we were sorry, just real quick. Some of us were thinking Holland, he could have been possibly one of the candidate that or the person that they try to set her up with and shit like that. But anyways, go ahead.
so I was gonna say, so you were framing that entire question from the viewpoint of Bam asked rather than Traumerei, right?
Like if he says you could pick any one person, he picks Elaine.
And Bam brought up. Okay, then yeah, I don't think Traumerei would care because I don't think he hates Elaine or anything because he already shows massive indifference to Jahar princesses because he already said I'm willing to let my Jahar princesses not be ones just for the sake of marrying you. So I think he would be fine with it. I think that would be really interesting. I think that would be really cool because it's weird because it seems like Bam might have taken him up if they actually chose it just for the sake of protecting his friends at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But my thing is, see, I hear
they
that.
Got swept.
It sounded like, yep. It sounded that way because the way Bam put it. But my thing is, if he was really trying to do that, also, why didn't he just fucking? Because Traumerei said give him a choice. Why didn't he just choose a decision? Especially since Bam said, "I can't beat Traumerei. I feel like if I'm hostile, he'll kill me." So he knows he's not.
He's being very polite though.
Well,
he's not being hostile. I'd argue. Sorry, go ahead.
This is me doing a lot of work for the author here. However, I think Bam understands the concept that Elaine doesn't want to be part of her family, and going through the whole thing where Bam was like trying to help her set her free from the chains of her family. I don't think Bam would want to put her in a situation
and it would
where
be
everybody
similar
can
to what Shibisu did to him in the Name Hunt Station.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I got you. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. That makes sense.
See, that would be cool though if we saw that. Yeah, you did a lot of work for that nigga. But that would
like
be cool if we saw that.
You built the whole house. That nigga put the door. All I do is ring the doorbell. Like, yeah.
If I could have saw that play out on paper, that'd be nice.
Yeah. I'm with you, high and low. All I've ever wanted was Elaine to express how she feels about her family, when the fight and the situation that she's in. Like, y'all did this to me, I renounce you or something. That's all I ever wanted. It's like a perfect opportunity for it, but hey, it is what it is, right? So.
It is what it is.
What do we know?
We still haven't gone to the meat and potatoes of this topic. That's why I love it here. So, were the people nominated? Did you ask them? He's like, I don't need your agreement. We don't need their agreement. We need my will, Jihad's position, your choice. That is the difference between us and the Trifles. So it looks like Bam solely, like you said, he solely refuses because of the lack of option. There's no agency here. No one has autonomy of mind and body. He's making the choice for them. So Traumerei says, what? He's like, it doesn't make sense for me to marry someone I don't even know. But before that, I don't like your method of making this proposal, marriage without asking for their will. I would like to refuse this proposal. Is that not the most polite? This nigga is really. I just like this moment just a little bit because Bam is like saying what he wants, but I would argue he hasn't shown an ounce of hostility yet. He's still very much Mr. Traum, Let's be polite. But yeah, he refuses. Kotowaru. He says, is that so? Then I guess it can't be helped. The proposal is over, and from now on, I'll do this my way. He said, pardon. Your will no longer means anything to me. You shall now marry the daughter I will choose for you. Do you think he would choose someone whack? Just because he said he didn't take the first options? But anyways, and become mine. He's flexing his Shinwan Ryu here, and he starts to say, if you refuse... I like this part here because it's like shit's flowing. He has his hands up also a little when he was talking. A little more animated than usual while he's standing. Your friends and your master, who's trapped in the suspendium, will die here. Did you guys find it interesting that he's unaware that Hajin Sung is now no longer in the suspendium?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So that nigga can't sense that shit?
Do you think it's just because Hajin Sung's power is so negligible it doesn't stand out amongst the other people? Like, why would Hajin Sung's presence, without actually having facial recognition, why would that stand out to someone like Traumerei? Is my question to you. If you believe that it's strange.
Like, I feel like anytime we talk about like sensing Shinsu or like sensing presence, it has never been made sense.
It's not consistent.
It's not. Because I would argue, as we see like a little bit, wouldn't he have like a key, like as if this is Dragon Ball, but like a Shinsu signature? So he should be able to recognize it.
I hear what you're saying. I don't know. That's why I was asking the question if you thought it was weird that he didn't know that Haji-san was outside of suspension. You think it was a weird Vince, or you're like, nah, it's whatever. Is he here? Is he muted? Might be muted. I don't know if he's muted. Let me see. Mr. Vanitas is muted. Yes.
Yeah, he's muted. Yeah.
Okay.
What I mean, this is gonna go into my thing later with this thing that I think is weird, but we'll get to it when we get to GUSTANG'S.
Okay, so he said he'll kill them all one by one in order. They will die without even knowing how or why. Every life within the nest will be lost meaninglessly because of your choice. This will only happen because you refused my proposal. Here is why I kind of found this part slightly intriguing myself. How does he know that he would care about that? As far as my outlook of Traumerei, right, is like I don't know how much he knows about Bam and Bam's personality and how he is, or whatever. I'm not saying it's weird for that to not be like common knowledge amongst a family head, but as far as he sees irregulars, everyone else is meaningless. Why? What if Bam already had adopted a personality trait like that, where he's like, I don't care if you kill all these people. Do you think it's specifically because you know he came here for Hajin-sung?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's definitely a fact. See, I wonder. This goes with like the thing where you remember the one guy that said, where the GUSTANG'S child was like he has omniscient, omnipotent intellect.
Yeah.
I wonder if family heads have a contract with administrators that allow them to somewhat be aware or have like an ability to access more information about things. If that makes sense.
I wouldn't put it past them for having something like that. That's interesting.
Because it does seem weird the way in which they like learn and like know about these little things. Because I would have a hard time believing that they have people out here and they're being updated like every week about certain things. I just don't see them doing that. It seems like more innate.
Okay. And I guess the second question is like, does he have the authority to do that? Because some of these are Jahaj people, right?
Yeah.
What is Jahaj like, nigga? Caliban was raw. Like, what if you said some shit like that? I don't know. Well, let me see what chat's saying. Mr. Trap, I don't think I'm ready. I need an adult. I am an adult. Tower God characters have a weird lack of senshi when it comes to anime like Dragon Ball, where they can know where you are from the other side of the planet. He couldn't sense Bam until he got past the wall. I'd actually also argue he didn't sense Bam until Bam used Shinwan Ryu specifically. I think that was something he placed there so that the technique would stand out as different amongst people in tower inhabitants. I don't know if maybe I'm overreading that, but that do not know anyone other than Bam. The walls in the nest could have a sense blocking effects, but I can't prove it. Okay. I guess Traumerei assumed that Bam would come here with allies. Do we really think Traumerei is going to kill Jin-sung as a high-ranking member of another great family? We already know the Ha family is angry about Yuri being detained. Him killing Jin-sung could turn an entire family against him when he was already at war with the local Bia. I actually never thought about that. That's a good point. I never even could really consider that. I didn't get to the Hajin-sung thing yet, so I'll get there in a second, but that's not a good point. Keep that thought. Thinking Traum's senses are dull from him being emo all the time. He wants to ignore stuff all the time, so he's barely losing his senses. I guess I can see that. A laugh at Traumerei threatens to kill Parker Caliban. Traumerei would already have some experiences with Urek and might think that Bam is similar for caring for trifles based on his answer. That's actually more in line with what I was thinking. Urek is like, yeah, I fuck with my Wolhike song, so maybe he okay, that makes sense. He's not on the bug is a bug gimmick. Knowing about your Pokemon's nature is merely common sense for a Pokemon Master Trainer. Well, we do know Jahad is the only one that with that bizarre future sense. Bam also has crazy intuition, so maybe regulars have extra sensory abilities. I think so. Or they're more sensitive to more things in the tower. I don't think Urin would get upset at Jin-sung's death because he's a part of F.U.G. We talking about Traumerei starting a war by killing Jin-sung when he was willing to yoink women from other families. Bam knew that he could just make it back to God of Guardians, and that was important. Could just sense it. I just think that the sensory stuff is all over the place in this. I don't think it's ever really that consistent, if that makes sense. But that all being said, I want to go back to the you said thing. Yeah, go ahead, Miles.
I was just gonna say to that guy's comment about the Jin Sung thing. Braum was going to kill everybody before he saw Jin Sung, so Jin Sung actually wasn't a part of the people he was willing to kill.
Because he thought he was going to suspend him still.
Yeah, so that was actually completely different. He never planned on killing Jin. That's why he was surprised when he saw him.
Yeah. So Hodge's song breaks through the wall. Says marriages that discard their own will. I am definitely against such a thing. And he actually says Hodge and Sung ? Wasn't he trapped in the suspendium? So we like that he immediately recognized who that was and actually even had the thought process to name him by name. Not even like a trifle in his head. He said that's Hodge and Sung. I think that was actually pretty significant. I don't know how significant. I thought he was actually closing his eyes here at one point. In his next panel, like this one I think I'm showing. Let me make sure I'm on screen. I thought his eyes were closed because he was trying not to picture the family how to look at him, but he opens it in the next one. And he's like, I never thought that family will show up. What should I do? He doesn't even have to answer himself. Now, before I get to the meat and potatoes, what do you and do you not like about that Hodge and Sung moment, if there's anything to say there? Miles.
I love it personally. I think it's great.
Okay, no, because I was gonna add on, I think that the reason why he said what he said was because Hodge and Sung fell in love naturally and lost that love. So I think he would be against the idea of arranged marriages and stuff like that in the first place. I don't even think it was crazy for him to say that. That's why I liked it. Because he killed how many people, a whole branch of his family for what happened to the woman he loved, right? Yes. So to force someone he cares about, Juviel Grace, Viole, to do something like that, he's against it. Obviously, he's still a student and everything, but I just thought that the line made sense. That's all. That's why I thought it was interesting. That's all.
Yeah, and we talked about it, but just, again, the fact that he calls him by name, he doesn't call him an insect, does show that Hodge and Sung, again, is ancient among ancient and has some form of relatively close connection with family heads, which is extremely significant.
Yeah. Jin Sung's going to die? I think so, too. If Simi comes through, he's the only one actually he must take. If you know, you know. Just so you guys know, when I said Simi was coming in the title stream, it's because GUSTANG'S coming. Simi is GUSTANG. That's his self-insert. Ask him. He'll tell you. He said he's literally GUSTANG. So, that's why I said that. Simi's not actually coming. All right, but oh my goodness. Meanwhile, at the same time, above the mothership of the Lopobia family. Hey, man, who that? Yo, who that, man? Traumerei got a movie for a second. Who that? Who is that? Who is he? Who is this man? What is he doing here? Why'd you pop up? Yo, how hyped did you get when you guys saw this? I'm not Hodge's song. That's crazy. GUSTANG, pull up. I know we wanted him to come and we assumed it, but it's happening. What are we thinking? How are we feeling? What are we thinking? He's really here.
I didn't think it'd be this fast.
Neither did I. I thought he was going pussyfoot like crazy around this and drag it out.
He came instantly. Oh my gosh. Right. It's funny because I really became afraid for Traumerei. I know we did that whole versus battle and we're like, oh, Traumerei got the physical stats. He got all this and that. I'm like, GUSTANG my bitch slap this guy.
My question is actually, I want to make sure I'm not stupid. He's on the floor 52, right? Or is this the literal Lopobia's household? Stronghold.
Holy shit!
That's what I wasn't able to discern because he would have his mothership. And I know he came with the Lopobia. I think he came on the mothership too. We could go back a couple chapters and see what he warps in, but I was looking for random soldiers and canine people and stuff, and I didn't necessarily see that. So I'm like, wait a minute. Did he pull up straight up to the Lopobia actual stronghold itself? Thank you for the bits. I'm okay. Merci.
Oh, that's actually more likely. Because with his omniscient intelligence, he's like, oh, Traumerei is gone? Yeah, I'm about to fuck his house up.
Yeah. Like, what are we thinking? What are we thinking?
Traumerei's gonna come back to Gustang was here.
Yeah. Hajin's gonna die. Yeah, Hajin has a life to an arranged marriage, if I remember correctly. So it's true to his character. I think Hajin might be really important to Yura, and maybe if not her first grandkid. We were actually talking about that. If we thought it was her first or like second, like you know what I'm saying. We were talking about that earlier. Clip Bakey Monster. Here we go. Y'all think Gustang nuking Traumerei's castle? I think he's there for something specifically, but he's not above nuking it if he doesn't have to. That makes sense. He doesn't look like the type to just cause random damage unnecessarily. He's more sophisticated, elegant, and classy. So he's coming to your house because he needs this bottle of water that's kind of special. He's just gonna come take the water and leave. I could see someone like Haigh-Rankers like if Yuri really took out there, like break through the water, like where's the water, like on some like ape shit, you know? So yeah. I was Geek, Polygon Gustang, the person with the great intellect in the tower. The exterminator is here to kill all the bugs. How is Jinsung gonna die when SAU doesn't kill any important character? Ah, shoot.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, we're in a Traumerei. We're in the Gustang section officially.
We're talking about okay. That. Shout out to Gustang.
Because I was asking,
I didn't know.
I'm throwing a monkey wrench in that I don't think most people thought about. Is Gustang on floor 52, or did he actually pull up to the Lopobia stronghold itself? Because it does not look like the same floor to me. I don't see any soldiers, any canine people, as many of the ships as I saw. It looks different.
He said, well, the thing said is he pulled up to their main ship, but they used a transporter, right?
Yeah, because the mothership, I think they took the mothership to get to the floor, right?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. He could be here, and this is just like how it looks from a different angle, somewhere different. But it's just kind of crazy. The Lopobia castle is connected to the nest. So you think he's gonna come through the portal? Let's see. Yeah, I guess I can destroy the X with the warp drive. He can tap Traumerei, in the branch leaders on that side, and fuck his entire family on this side. That Shinsu class was aptly timed. That's what I was saying. That we did at the perfect time. But I do think Hajin is in danger. I think he has a death flag. I think it'd be a good time to kill him personally. That's just me though. I don't know if you guys believe that.
I would.
He should have been died, so just kill him already.
I actually don't think he's. Whether or not he dies at a later date, yeah, that's more likely. I don't think he's gonna.
But what's the point of killing him later at this point? What useful does he have left?
I think him and Yuri are going to be very important for bringing Haigh-Rankers onto their side.
I don't feel like they need to do that already, though. I feel like she's already on their side. I don't think, especially Jinsung, he don't seem very affiliated with her, other than being her grandson at this point. If Yuri's already chosen Bam and already on her side, she seems to favor Yuri a lot. I don't think.
But Yuri's chosen Bam, not F.U.G. And also, I think Naya, you brought this up a long time ago. Is just because they're against Jahar doesn't mean they're also going to work with Bam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I feel that, but for me, that's like not even for me important because
potentially
I don't think they care about F.U.G either. Because
I think she cares about Jinsung personally. I think Jinsung is truly a really important character to her as like one of her as I would argue one of her first grandchildren, and I think there's definitely something that probably needs to be resolved based off the massacre that they need to like get through. And even though even if with his death we could probably learn that history, I think the resolution of that event needs to happen, which can only be the case if he's alive.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, that's you can finish your thought. So this is a Lopobia mothership. So wherever they were initially is probably where Gustang is right now. I think that's what I'm thinking now. Wherever they warped from. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, then they pull up here around the part where Caliban is thing. Hold on, let me see now. Okay, when the warp gate is going crazy. Let's see. He's coming. It's coming through. Caliban's nose is really big here for some reason. Nigga got Toucan Sandbeak, don't know why. Ouroboros type beat. Okay, yeah, so it comes. Is the inside of the floating ship? Where's Liboric? I trust him with this mission. What a mess. There comes a Holland. Tells me that they are not the family head. The family head is not here, and then the family head comes out the gate. What are you owing?
Dude, Sloppy Joe made a really, really good point. Gustang has Urek power silencing anklet.
He's wearing it?
Well, he has it. So he could be. That would actually make sense why... Because this is what I was saying earlier about the sensing thing. I was like, wouldn't it be weird that Traumerei can't sense Gustang's power? But if he's wearing the anklet, it actually makes sense that Gustang can actually just pull up on anyone without worry.
Oh, you're talking about Gustang. I thought you said Hodge's son was wearing that.
Yeah, I thought you said Hodge's son.
Oh, my bad. I might have. My bad. I'm sorry. No, Gustang.
Let me see. Because
he got it at the end of season 2.
It hid Urek's presence. Like it seems like they can't suppress themselves like they can in Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can't fully do it. Because the moment he took it off, Hell Joe was like, hey, whoa. Whoa. What's going on over there? So oh my god, I wonder if he's pulling up very inconspicuously to these places without announcing his presence immediately. Like, you'd have to recognize him by face. This is probably the strength that family heads could have if most people don't know what they look like. You can pull up, and if you have a way to mask your power, people are probably thinking like a Haigh-Ranker or something. That's super interesting. Gustang had his war planned 8,000 years in advance. He's been setting everything up. More than 8,000 family heads and tens of thousands years old. I don't think Yuri's on anyone's side, but was willing to go with Yuri's side. I think as F.U.G kind of possibly reforms under BAM, more people will be cool with F.U.G unless the tower politics is somehow able to constantly keep them as this like terrorist organization. I think it depends on how you think public perception of them will be, but that is super dope. I like that idea. JDB, he just goes in the portal with the anklet on and he comes out. Oh my god, this probably plays into what me and Vince were saying a bit more often, because if he's going to come to the floor via this method, then it's going to take a little longer, which means he's not necessarily literally here right now. Because when I first read it, I didn't think about all the things I'm thinking about now. I thought he was just pulled up to the floor itself. But when I reread it again, like, wait a minute, is he even on the same floor as them? So, because floor 52 is a Lopobia stronghold. So, think we'll see Rachel sooner rather than later. With Gustang coming as early as he does, I think the sooner makes sense. I also don't know how soon that is, but I think sooner. There's even he might be alerted to bracelets like make him more sneaky. He could have altered it. Yeah, I had him experimented on. I don't see why Rachel wouldn't stay with the Lopobia family. I don't know. Bedell family, I don't know. Rachel showing it would be crazy. I don't think Rachel's coming in this arc personally. I think if there's like an epilogue to this chapter
she'll
or
pop
something,
up during that.
I think that's what happened, or it's like the beginning of the next arc. I don't think she's showing up this arc though. If Gustang wrecks the mothership, he will get a huge advantage when Luffy has to fight him. I love that he's here. What are you guys thinking? Like this, I know this is pure headcanon territory, so don't overthink it, I guess. But like, what are we truly thinking? What's Gustang's plan right now? Like, what is he here for? Is he trying to get rid of the people who kind of side with Jihad more? Is he gonna take out numbers? Is he here for an item or a person? Like, what are you thinking? A mixture of everything.
Well, yeah, because I think he's here because the Lopobia family were specifically sent to go fight the Pope at our family. So I think main reason is him what's the word? Tacking back for that and like proving a point. But I do think he's not the type to just do something petty. I think there's something that he can gain. And I think it's probably an item. So yeah, I think there's something that he wants.
You think he's trying to trap the family head and cause havoc? I wouldn't be surprised if 10 5 special items that he may want. He wants that shield, the Evankel stopping shield. No, I'm kidding. But
what do we mean like trap him on that side?
I think they're. Okay. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm thinking that I don't know if they mean the middle area, because then they say if you're mid warp, you can get trapped in the middle area for years. But it's like, do we apply those same rules to a family head? Like something tells me if Traumerei got trapped in the middle area, he could just teleport back to the floor somehow. I don't know if I'm tripping. Maybe I'm going too far. Maybe he needs cobalt. I don't know. But I couldn't see him needing to actually take a ship to go floor to floor.
Same.
And the rules of the tower don't apply to them, so it's not like they need the administrator's permission to do anything. I think this ties into your perception of how powerful a family has, how far can they go, and what they can and can't do in terms of travel and rules. Because if they can use spatial distortion, why can't he leave the floor? Does that only work on a floor? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
I want to say, even if you take out like the spatial distortion, I just think he could just raw speed through the tower. You know what I mean? Just goes to the middle area and just zooms through.
I agree with that too. Or write something. Shit, he's like, yo, a cheetah that that ascended to light speed levels after beating 100 ostriches in a race. I don't care whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do.
The hare that beat the
so
turtle, like
he gonna have a turtle carrying a snail. It's gonna be his fastest animal. She's gonna be blitzing, going crazy.
That'd be fire. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you think that
Miles?
or whatever, and Gustang just starts murking people?
You gotta repeat that.
Do you think
you cut out for a second?
Traumerei would?
Yeah, you cut out right when you were talking. Nobody know what you said.
Dang, my bad. Do you think Traumerei would care if Gusting like just went on like a killing spree on his family?
I think if it weakens his overall position and power, military stuff like that, it'll annoy him. Yes, but I don't. It's like I can't see him caring enough maybe about the individuals that are dying, more so just about how it affects his like overall political mind and military.
Yeah, that's how I see it too. He was like, "What the fuck?"
No.
He's not gonna come back and be like, "No, we don't garbage." He's not gonna do that. But he's like,
yeah. He's not gonna be like Spider Mommy. He's not gonna give a fuck. Not gonna give a fuck. I promise.
So yeah, we see him teleport in the same floor, but never one floor to another. Okay, fair enough. Inject purple Thretha and her. Whoa, he's here to wreck shit, but he's here to save Bam from Traumerei. He's about to be working with Shenny and send him a text saying Bam got whatever's in suspendium. Ooh, okay. A special item makes sense. I know it's a real long shot, but it's possible that he goes after Karaka's ring. You think he's here for Karaka's ring because he needs the 13-month series and the 2 keys to open. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting to think about.
Ooh.
And I don't see why he wouldn't know about the Ghost or 13-month series, but does he know about that for a fact? What do you think? I think he's smart enough to know through some meaning. Actually, no, he would know Eurasia. Probably.
Yeah.
No, no, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. That's on me.
Wait, no, my only pushback would be why wouldn't he have gotten the Karaka ring like on like season 2 when they were all in the Hell Train?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, fair enough. That's good. That's a good point because he did rent the Karaka and White in the Souls room. Yeah, and Urek and Bam. Yeah, all right.
I guess it kind of goes.
If you have a good reason for why not, then you have a case there. Go ahead.
Do you think? Obviously, Eurasia like loved her daughter, and do you think Pobado like loved their daughter?
Yes. I think Gustang is just like he's got some conflicting feelings while being Eurasia's like biggest fan and biggest hater at the same time and stuff like that. I think he genuinely cares about his daughter. There's a saying that's like Bam to Eurasia, Gustang to Eurasia, like a saying where it's like you have conflicting feelings towards. I can't remember. There's some saying in the tower, but if I remember correctly, isn't their relationship strained because of that? Because she got sealed? Isn't that?
Yes, that's one of the reasons. Because they said after that thing, they're not allowed to marry.
Do you think it's because Gustang didn't care and Eurasia did?
I feel like Gustang put on a front to not. I feel like Eurasia's probably go to Jahar.
But he's not showing it.
Yeah, I think he would like in his mind he was like it's not time yet to go against Jahar, but he didn't properly express it, and Eurasia took it as just like so just fuck our daughter. And that's probably why they're like, okay, well, none of my kids are like, your kids are ever getting together, yada, yada, yada. And she said, fuck you.
Okay. No, that's very, very. No, my Sims, Gustang, you wrecked my crib. Yeah, Traumerei doesn't seem like he has any love for his family. Might be onto something. I never thought about that shit. Wait, hold on. What did Lazaro say? Let me go back up. Hold on. I'm first from the Gustang has made Rachel a jihad princess as one wish. He is the one who invented the process after all, and imagine how mad the fans would be. I kind of like that. All I do. He may be after the key to Traumerei's contract, like when he sent him to the floor. This lizard killed 10,000 eagles in combat and became a dragon. I know that's my new thing. You just throw out the animal, give it a feed about being 1,000 something, and it ascended into a different deity or form. If he destroys his research too, yes, okay. Yeah, Traumerei doesn't seem to care about of his family. Oh God, if he kills Cobalt. No, not Cobalt. No, Cobalt's safe. Cobalt's with us. We got Cobalt. Don't worry about Cobalt. The frog is safe. Traumerei, whoever heard Spider Mommy must pay. He has Wagnang's ring, right? I don't remember Kraka took it. Didn't Wagner not have it at the time because Rachel took it from him or someone? Does Rachel have it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Rachel has the ring. I think she took it. I think because at the end of the hidden floor, if I remember correctly, I'm sorry, I can't remember everything on top of my head. When he brought it up, Karaka's like, if you don't have the proof, I'm not. Because he's like, where's my brother? Yeah. Where? He's alive? Like, so.
Wait, no, I think he did grab it on. Because it wasn't at the end of Floor Death. It was at the end of at the end of season 2, where he takes 2 items, and one was the anklet. Yep, I just pulled it up. He does have the ring. Oh. Yeah, he has the ring. Yeah, that's when he's like, "You brought me everything I wanted, vermin."
No, that makes sense because Rachel would have had it though. No, you're right. No, you're totally.
Yeah,
my God, you thought maybe I don't know. That's interesting. What the fuck?
I'm crying. You finna take it from Karaka for like no reason? Karaka does that all the time.
But then why would he take Karaka's ring when he's right there? That's the only thing.
Maybe,
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the treasure stealing stingray has its own purpose. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, that's possible.
They likely still care for each other. Gustang, yes, he invented the princess system in the process for doing it. Through Gustang, he didn't know Jihad never intended to have any brides. Yeah, weren't they saying that no one's strong enough to have his kids? Wasn't that part of the problem? They can't handle the seed.
Was it?
I'll find it in a second. I mean, direct shot between the family head would probably be actually meaningful. I agree. So I started fucking monsters. Gustang, chill. Didn't Gustang become a man whore after the divorce? You think he wanted to replace his wife and daughter? That's just what niggas do when they hurt, if they can do that. That's literally my number one. Like, oh, I'm hurt. A girl hurt my feelings. More women. Alcohol. It's just, that's how some niggas cope, man. That's all it is. 1,000 humans, so now I'm somewhat different from so I can't believe he said that shit. Like, that was not a raw line. I'm somewhat different. No. Yeah, Rachel's with him. No, I think I'm with you guys now. I think Rachel low-key became like an honorary Pobedao in a weird way. I think I'm rocking with that. I think I'm with you guys. I think I'm locking step with you guys with this one. Gustang ran Rachel's pocket.
You got a
took
husband?
The Fitbit and the anklet and the ring. Yeah, yes. Go ahead.
No, I was saying she got a husband too?
No.
You think... Aw.
Gather all the 13 months in order to give you my seed. That's crazy.
He said no.
But I like. Okay, no. You know what? Wait a second. All right, follow me. Follow me now. Okay. If Rachel's married, that'd be wild. It would be crazy. But actually, I guess to be a part of his family, he might have to force her to marry in. But whoever had to marry Rachel's like, Gustang, really? This ugly? Unless she got her wish, she looks better now. Follow me though. Okay, let's just say for argument's sake, Gustang is on the mothership floor, but he's not coming to the 52nd floor. That still leaves option for Loose-Like to pull up, right?
Correct.
Is that more interesting to us than Gustang pulling up himself to go talk to Traumerei or pull up on Traumerei? What do you think is more interesting? I know that equally is intriguing. My only reason why I throw it out there is just because, end of the day, we have not seen Loose-Like yet. So it brings a different type of intrigue. What do we think?
Yeah, give me the Loose-Like, man.
Okay.
I think you can
Lucid
bring them
pulling up
both.
would be the most hype since the orders for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can bring them both up.
I don't think it's impossible, but I'm just this is my first scenario.
Yeah, because Gustang, no matter what, already doesn't fuck with Bam. Right? The only reason why Bam's crew would be able to get out is because Gustang is preoccupying Traumerei with something, and they use that as a means to go.
But that don't. Well, I mean, I guess it would make sense because Gustang is always moving to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah, because he's definitely not there to help. He's not helping.
Yeah, I was saying, but he, because they already. But the thing is, though, that'd be strange. But now that I think about it, would it be bad? Would him and Traumerei have a bad relationship? Because Traumerei said he talked to everybody.
Yes, he would. They would, because Traumerei is still at least on Jahard's side.
It's not. It doesn't have to be necessarily like a bad blood thing in terms of like literally I don't like you. It's just like, hey, yo, you chose your side. It is what it is.
Yeah, and plus they already said the Lopabia said like they like the people in the Tower of Jahar or whatever was putting the Lopabia family to go fight the Obadal family. Mm-hmm. So there already is some level of tension rising.
If I was Traumerei, I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, bro, like just let me cook.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Does it say crazy something? Crazy fizz? I didn't catch it all the way. Okay, hold on. All right, so I want to go through this chapter one more time for something, just to see if we can glean any more information from this. Okay.
Yeah, if I'm Traumerei, I'm definitely like, bro, let me cook. Why are you interfering now?
I do really want to see Lucelak.
So there's Joe's dad and Urek's angry. I'm on the floor of death right now. I'm just looking at some shit. Problem said the jaw, the soup stirring ladle, the jaw.
He's about to lose 2 games in a row. Good. They're such a fucking.
Let's see.
I know Lucelak has dirt on him.
Now rest puppet. He beats that. I don't need them now. He tries to go. That's right. Did you know there's probably only 10 people who are capable of such a thing? You mean I was wondering who destroyed my puppet. Looks like a very pretty bug has wandered in here. Well, still, a bug is a bug. Classic. He's one of the leaders of the Great 10 family. We are family. I want to see if there's anything he says here that I can just get any extra insight into. Only 10 people. You're saying there's a traitor amongst your family. So this was set up from a long time ago, all things considered. Traitor's not the right word, I would say, though. He just opposed. I think he's a traitor. He's pretending to like them. I don't think he's trying to. He's like, fuck y'all. So I think that's the wrong word. But obviously, he's operating from a lack of information. So traitor is the best way he could put it. Because he probably thinks they're all lock and step with one another. So there's White looking at him. White. It's one of the 10 families. This is my first time seeing them in person. This is my father. Judging from his appearance, he must be the leader of the Pobadal family. Why is he here? So, you stole the souls, huh? Stole the souls. I never knew they teach you how to be a thief in the REA family. Let's see. You paid the price for theft. Go ahead and pass by to the outside. I won't stop you. You won't stop me. You tried to fly by, and he can't leave. I remember this. I thought nothing dangerous happened to them. Let's see something. What this feeling? Could it be? So that's what I want. That's what I wanted to check. Do you think Urek sensed that White got rejected, or do you think he's actually sensing that Gustang is here and that's why he teleported to where Gustang is?
Gustang.
So this century thing's all over the place unless Urek is just better at it, I guess. Right?
Yeah. That's why. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Gustang takes all the souls back. Don't be discouraged. I won't take your life. Sometimes in life, even that moment that you wanted. Hey, Gustang. Spatial distortion. What are you doing here? Did Gustang not know he was there? Or did he know he was there? He said he used spatial distortion to get here. He didn't say Urek. He said he specifically used spatial distortion. Okay. I should be asking you why you're here, Urek Mazzino. Why would I tell you that when you won't tell me either? You stole these souls. It's not power I want. My friend's in there, you bastard. Your friend's amongst little souls. Yeah, that's what you just talking shit. Now I know why you react so strangely since someone of the size of a whale suddenly stuck in a fishbowl. I feel like I've been saying this for such a long time that my mouth is going to fall off. I'll say it one more time. The only people equal to you here are us, the 10 great family leaders and jihad. To them, that wall hike song, whatever you play with your friends, are just a deception. But there's no need to worry. I'll put the souls back in its proper place. I don't want to see you blow your top and annihilate our family. I also took that as a statement that like he cannot hang with him. If we're right, did get mad and turn his marriage facts against the Pobedal family,
even if Gustang himself could hang, he know the whole rest of the family. They not doing nothing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, my whole family gone. I gotta start back over, nigga. Like, nah.
Maybe Gustang want to be sensed though. Maybe he could win favor with the rec for the future. Interesting. He sensed Gustang because he didn't know where White was. That's true. Top tier shit talk. He knew all of White's buttons to press him immediately. It's like Gideon gave him always, but that would go crazy. At least White was very pretty bug. That's probably better than like you got pretty bug. It's not just bug. Now you hop on this thought process because Princess Rachel Pobedal, Michelle Light is wild. Michelle Light too as an alias. Michelle Light. La hell. Hold on, Urek. I think like I said before, there may be one more of those people. What people? People worthy of standing in the same position as us, I mean. Who was that? Welcome, son of Arlene. Now if I'm going to see your face, I'm Pobedal Gustang. I've been waiting for you for a long time. I became back in favor of you. The reason why I'm here, by the way, because you said something that I think is interesting, but I want to see if there's anything I can glean that'll make me think that Gustang is hostile towards Bam and not really towards V. Looks to me like I would argue based on what I remember, he don't like V, but I don't think that he's going to hold that against Bam from what I can tell. Because he liked Arlene at least, so.
Well, maybe it's not even for him. Maybe it's not, hostile is the right word.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't hate Bam, but he sees Bam as an extraordinary threat to whatever he's trying to do or long term or he's going to mess up everything.
I would argue threat. Because Edwan already stated he saw V as somewhat like an equal to Jihad. Mm. So if we have Bam, who has the bloodline of 2 irregulars, which we see what that does with someone like a Nain Zahard, along with having the status of a regular, I can see why he would be somewhat frightful, maybe where Bam becomes in the end.
Ren, I'm about to bring it up in a second, but sorry, keep going.
No, that was it.
Oh. Okay, so here he's testing Bam. He said, I'm testing you, right? And he said, that's right. I want to test whether you are the one destined to take the thorn, climb the tower, and change this tower. So he sees Bam as a force for change. Whether you were really worth waiting for, and whether you're the savior that Arlene spoke of. So he's more like here to see if he's just going to live up. You know, my mother, of course, I'm one of the great 10 families. I went on a journey with Arlene once. We really suited each other because I was unfriendly, but she got along with she got along with everyone well. What about my father? I won't talk about your father. He was the absolute worst person that I ever met. So I don't think he's holding that against Bam. I really don't. And then he does Bam a favor by healing Rachel with the Toy B shit. Which was whack. But
that was so stupid. I'm sorry, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I still can't believe.
Cause then he just gives him the thorn, if I remember correctly. Let's go somewhere else. And then, yeah.
But they traded for it, I thought.
I think there was like a bet or something. Let me see. There's a thorn fragment in here. There's no, it's still sealed. Do me a favor. I'll break the seal for you. Oh, yeah. He wants him to go get the treasure stealing Stingray or the Fitbit from the hidden floor. So you're right. It's an exchange. It's more of an exchange. Okay. Hid in a secret place, hidden floor. It's a virtual floor. Created by the Hell train system. Virtual floor doesn't exist in reality. Blah, blah. Clear train. Use the master key. Bring that thing I want. Okay. So yeah, with this, I'm like convinced. I don't necessarily sense any hostility that Gustang has towards Bam necessarily. So I don't know whether he's anti or team Bam. It looks more to me like he's just willing to see if he's going to live up to all the claims that Arlene made. That's gonna be my current stance until further notice.
Yeah, he's neutral.
Yeah. V being a bozo according to Gustang is still wild to me. I think, well, some people, from my understanding is him saying that and him opposing Jihad is why some people think that Jihad is Bam's dad. I don't like that at all, though. Whether or not that's true or not, I just don't like that idea. I'm unmoved by Jihad being.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't like it. I killed you already. You have the same eyes, you know, like it doesn't make sense, so. True. I want the beef between Gustang and V. I want it to. But I'll take this stuff with whatchamacallit. Traumerei for now, if possibly. What I think is back in the day, Gustang was creating development stuff and V was trolling him and breaking his stuff. He's bullying him. Well, Gustang said he's unfriendly. So
I wonder if it's because when they were getting like high off being like kings and gods, and they said how he likes the actual people. I wonder if that person that always got on their asses about like treat everybody kind, and they just took that shit to be annoying as hell.
You think Gustang was saying like just treat everyone normally?
No. V was saying.
Oh yeah, V was with the
like,
people, and and Jihad was probably on his bro. We're different. We're God cities, motherfuckers. Type beat.
Yeah. So all of those people probably got annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the one I was looking for. Gustang looking at Blossom has become a comparison for envying a person's natural talent, while the envious person has plenty of natural talent themselves. It has evolved to describe a man and a woman in a poor relationship. That's what I tried to remember earlier when I was talking about the...
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Not gonna lie to him.
That's how you know that he's an extremely influential character over the whole series, as well as a dark mastermind. Or you can tell the person F.U.G that Erect Monsign's appearance in Floor of Death surprised her, notably excluding Gustang. It implies that Gustang's appearance in the Floor of Death was part of the plan. Nothing here I don't know already. I have to go into, but all right. Anything you think we need to say about the chapter? Anything else you think we forgot that's important? V may not live up to standards or expectations. V could be like Erect, while everyone else might have had that high-minded attitude. I also think it's important to note, I guess, when it happened. When did that change come apart? Like, when did they start thinking like that? Was it early? Was it late? I think that also plays a factor into it. Oh, and for Miles and Vince, sorry, real quick, I'll come back to that question. This is a side note. Haku made a video about the top 30 characters with the most screen time in Tower of God. In terms of like panels and panel time, he did top 30. I was gonna go through it on stream, like just overreact it on stream. You guys want to slide through? If not, I'll just do it solo. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's about 50 minutes. 50 minutes long. What's a good day for you guys? I can do it this week.
What days? Maybe Wednesday.
Whatever.
Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday's not a bad day. Wednesday works. Okay. What were you gonna say, Miles? Sorry.
Fuck, what was it?
Damn, that's the only thing I hate about. You gotta keep the thought.
No, it was
about V, maybe.
Just said in the chat. It was. Oh yeah, you said when did they do it? It would arguably have to be past 50. Whatever the Floor of Death was. Not floor.
40-30.
Data floor.
Oh.
Because Jihad was still in his Adventure Boy mode.
Oh, true. Yeah, but okay, yeah, I got you. He was still in his adventuring is fun, blah blah blah. At some point, V and Jihad seem to have been the natural born leaders, charismatic people that people wanted to follow. But they started to oppose each other. Where Jihad started to distance himself from the creatures, the trifles, the bugs, while V was a man of the people, the people's champ.
Well, this also kind of goes in with. I also kind of want to say, like, the Gustang was kind of up there too, like up there with like I guess you would take like the older brother roles, and this kind of goes to the thing where I said how SIU like based the family heads off the Olympians, because. I would say Jihad is Zeus, V is definitely Hades, and I'm like, Gustang kind of reminds me, like, potentially of a Poseidon, maybe? But then I also think he's more of, like, Athena, and Eurasia would be more Poseidon, so it's kind of weird. But I do think, like, Gustang was, like, those three were the older brother types in the relationship of the 13 Warriors.
I got you. I think Gustang was just because he's so smart. He just has to be up there naturally because it's like, bro, there's an energy around us that I understand that I can record and quantify or whatever. Like, there's no way that's not vital on the climb, especially on the climb. So, yeah. Oh shoot, Philly about to lose another game. All right. Chat, y'all got any final questions or any predictions? I'm gonna wrap it up because I already did shoot through an earlier stream today, but I appreciate you guys sliding through. This was so very unplanned. Be a fun video, yeah, for sure. They'll probably start thinking like as soon as they became rankers, since the process seems to change one's body, there could be some mythical parallels. I mean, V died, plays into this too. Yeah, that's what the power here is where I evolved. So Hende would be Hephaestus.
No, Traumerei would be Hephaestus.
The black sheep, if you would. I feel like Traumerei is the youngest one the family had. For some reason, I think he just comes across to me as a social outcast at the very least.
Yeah.
Because Gustang comes across as naturally unfriendly, but he's not incapable of holding a conversation. It's kind of how probably I describe myself, where it's like, I'm absolutely an introvert through and through, right? I am very socially calibrated. I have no problem having conversations or holding them. Do I want to have them? No. Leave me alone. But it is what it is. So I probably see Gustang in a similar vein and light like that. Oh yes, thank you, Ren. Thank you. That's what it was. Okay, so a point of contention that's happened I've seen in my I'm actually pull up my Patreon, not pull it up, but like I'm gonna read it. A couple comments is that people are wondering if when Eduon saw Bam and when Gustang saw Bam, they called him the son of Arlene. We know Enryu was setting up stuff for the son of Arlene, on top of the fact that, if I remember correctly, when the Jihad's power saw him, like, they did not kill you already before, meaning he would know his true identity. Urek never referred to him as such and didn't know he was an irregular initially. Traumerei knows he's an irregular, but did not call him the son of Arlene. So people are wondering if Traumerei is cognizant of the fact that he's V and Arlene's kid. What are you guys thinking?
I think they all know.
Do you think it's significant that he didn't refer to him like that? Do you think he just didn't care? Like, I'm in the camp that yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I just never been. I've said this multiple times. I'm just not on the camp that I think where people think that Traumerei's love is with Arlene and V. I don't think he has like a strong relationship with them. I don't believe that. Because I would just have a very hard time. Let's just say he didn't know. I would have a very hard time with Traumerei not being like, this kid resembles V or Arlene. I would find that really weird. He sees similarities.
Okay. Vince, go ahead and answer before I read some of the comments I saw on it. Go ahead.
It could be significant. Can't rule that out of the possibilities. I just don't know how much. I'm kind of in a similar camp of Miles that, like, I just don't know how much his relationship was with either of them that to matter. Like, obviously, like, there's a certain tight-knit group that, like, seems to be way tighter than the other ones. Like, Traumerei seems kind of like maybe even possibly an outcast, even as far as, I think we kind of talked about this before, even as part of the 10 great families. He's seen them kind of move to be his own drum too, but differently. He seems about just making shit breed and shit like that. So I don't know how much it matters.
Okay. Yeah, and he's friends with Hende, who's another social lead act of the great family. So, like,
yeah. All right, so Sonny Katapali said, Traumerei's proposal makes me suspect he doesn't know that Bam is the son of V and Arlene. Gustang, Dada Jahard called him son of V, and Eduon called him the son of V. Traumerei just calls them the one from outside. The next development might be Traumerei realizing who Bam is, and he changes his mind. Keep in mind that this comment was pre-540. I feel
got
like
you.
yeah, I feel like most family heads would be neutral if Jahar didn't mention Bam's parents. Go ahead.
Well, okay, I guess here's my problem though. Now, not saying that Jihad probably didn't tell him, but I still think it's weird that Traumerei went around asking everybody what their opinion was, and nobody told him anything about what was up with that. Because if I'm Jihad and I hate Bam, and Traumerei comes to me, now he might probably still think himself superior to Traumerei, obviously, because he's the king. But he don't respect Traumerei enough to be like, hey, Traumerei, that kid, I don't like that kid. That's V son.
Yeah.
Like he's not telling Traumerei that.
No, I feel you.
No,
I feel you.
like,
I think so.
like that. Like that's my problem. Like
I'm with you.
He just didn't tell Traumerei anything. Just fuck off, Traumerei.
I have a question. Did no one told Dada Jahar or Dada Edwan before, right? Like they just knew as soon as they saw Bam, right?
From what I can remember, yes.
Edwan
Edwan might have more prep time because, like, you know, you might have heard of what happened to, I think, from maybe Dada Hansung Yu or something. But they were kind of waiting for him, though, if I remember correctly, because Arlene had spoken about this shit. So it looks like it's a prophecy that she made on some Toki type beat, you know. So
yeah, like it's Traumerei.
I just have a hard time.
Let me just read the Revenant's comment. Most intrigue I've had in the chapter in a while. Also remember this is from 539. Most intrigue I've had in a chapter in a while. I especially like the panel of how the family heads are divided between being for, against, or neutral towards Bam. At the moment, it seems Traumerei doesn't know that Bam is the son of V and Arlene. You would think that low at being pro Jihad currently, he might have been on Jihad's side when V and Arlene declared war on him. I really expected Traumerei to be like, Jihad isn't fucking with you, so neither am I. Definitely looking forward to the next chapter of Colbell throwing up gang signs. So yeah, people have watched my new live reaction, but they mostly disliked it. There hasn't many comments on it yet, so I can't say anything on that yet. But yeah, for the Patreon gang, go ahead and join the Patreon, man. But yeah. So you guys are with me. You don't think that he doesn't know. You think he doesn't care to mention it. It's not important for what he wants.
Not for him. I just think he's just a person that's not like the rest of them as far as what his agenda is.
Yeah. I'm with that.
But like I said, we'll see. Maybe we'll see what somebody else will like. What if he pulls up the Haigh-Rankers and Haigh-Rankers like, oh, you're Bam. What if she doesn't say, you're the kid from the outside, you're the son of Arlene? What if she don't give a fuck? What then?
Yeah, I think with that, then we can probably I think what they're doing is they're looking for any of the outlier situation in which a regular met Bam. Urek didn't know. You can argue Enryu always knew because of the prophecy, and he basically laid out the thorns of the administrator as the thorn to kill, to slit the neck of the king. Edwan, V's son or son of Arlene. Same thing with I guess Dada Jihad, but also when the Jihad saw him, he could tell by his eyes that's probably Arlene's kid. I killed you already. So they're like, okay, but Traumerei's met Bam, and it's different because even when GUSTANG met him, he said this is the son of Arlene. So I think they're just trying to look for differences in terms of just looking for the outlier. So I'm not mad at it for coming to that conclusion. I just think that you have to think more deeply about it. Like I think it makes less sense for him to know. If he doesn't know, I'd be honestly stupefied. Like, what? Like, if he's shocked, I'd be honestly like, whoa. How do you not know that? Then I'd be like, I wonder why no one told him. That'd be very interesting. Maybe that could play into maybe him being the outcast. You never know. Maybe they didn't tell him. Everyone else knows except him and Hendo.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
I can see that. See that as a possibility. Especially Hendo. See, Hendo's the one I would really be like, oh, of course he doesn't know. It's the same nigga who didn't get the immortality contract. They leave you out of a lot of things.
Yeah.
But Traumerei just not knowing, you're right. To me, that'd be a shock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just reread chapter 286, season 2.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like, based off appearance alone, Dada Jahar did not recognize Bam. It wasn't until Kun Edwan came and was trying to get them away, he started to make a connection of like, everyone by that kid that he promised you don't mean that kid with the black hair, dude. And he said, wait, that data, could he be? So I think he made the connection afterward. So I guess based purely off appearance, it is possible that they don't register.
Okay.
It.
I mean, we've been there for how long, though, too? Traumerei, I mean, look at Traumerei. Traumerei be looking like he be struggling to remember what anybody looks like. Like, at least so far, he's like, who is that? Oh, Gamma.
That was so. But I really like that moment because I think like I could see that just makes sense to me. He's just like, where did I hear that shit before? And Spectre yelling all that shit at him. Traumerei. He's like, yeah, man, that's just familiar. Like,
that's what I'm saying, though. It would be that shocking, though, because he just might be just one of those dudes where I have no clue what you're talking about.
Bozo Traumerei. Hendo might be the most grounded of the 10 family heads from not having perfect immortality. I do want to get into this another time, and we'll go into great detail. But just out of curiosity, like, if you had to throw out a family head that has a very kind of down to earth personality, or more grounded, or is even more of a jokester, like the clown, the comedy relief one, which family head are you giving that to? Just out of curiosity, I'm just curious, huh? Haigh-Rankers? Because she's like Yuri? Okay, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I kind of hope, honestly, I've always kind of hoped it was like, maybe not like comedic, but the kind of just like chill would be Ari-Ha, the other one, not the...
Ari-Han?
Ari-Han.
The peace lover?
Yeah, I kind of hope he would be like really chill. He was just like, oh.
Needle merchant?
Yeah.
I can't ever explain why. I also think Two Perry's really, really fucking chill. I just think is like the guy who's made the operas and Rapunzel chick who uses him as television sets. And he goes, I've got... I feel like he just has seen so much where he's just like, it is what it is.
Yeah. I could see... I don't think Hendo is cowardly or pathetic. I could see him being more paranoid, though. Yes. Hendo has to kill his kids, so he's probably sadistic. Yeah, that boy fucking for his life. For real. I do want to think he's gotten jaded over the years, too. I'm
gonna be surprised if Hendo's not ugly.
He just seen some cheeks. Yeah, he want to be big as hell and ugly.
I don't think any of them are ugly.
I like the idea of Hendo not being ugly, though, but...
I'd be cool with that.
But he's like 20 feet tall, though, right? I'm crazy like that?
I thought he was 20 meters.
20 meters? Is that...
I think so.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Is that more or less? Is that more or less in feet? I don't know. I literally don't know. Is that more? That taller?
Yeah, it's taller.
Oh, shit.
Meters is 3 feet.
Okay, I didn't know that. There you go. I learned something new today. I don't math well. Hendo might have a beer belly. That's okay.
I think all of them are going to be just super, super pretty for no fucking reason.
I could see Hendo having a hardened look, if anything. Like, he's not ugly, but it's a very, like, hardened, serious, stern look.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. He's 13.27 meters tall.
Oh, shoot. That's
so, like...
13 times 3.
He's almost 40 feet? Damn.
He compressed. He got to be compressed.
Yeah, he's definitely compressed.
Mm-hmm. 20 meters, he'll hold Titan. 20 meters is 60 feet. That's a 60 feet Titan. He's a colossal Titan?
So, damn. Wait, so now I think our thing about like the abilities kind of coming based on your personality makes sense. Because if he was naturally a human in the outside world, it wouldn't make sense for him to get this tall.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be like some weird thing with it since you changed the genetics, because being 40 feet tall is ridiculous.
Yeah. He better be drunk and crying because I would be if I didn't get immortality. Hendo probably looked like a Viking.
Look like Kaido.
Look like Viking. Yeah, the Thor gimmick. He drinking wine out the horn. Yeah, big axe. I don't know. Yeah. For me, this might come as a shock to you guys. I could see REA being pretty laid back, all things considered. I really do.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He just says fucked up shit.
For some reason, I think he has this. He has a personality personality. That's not a word. Personality similar to Hashirama.
I guess you're not wrong because he does have the test where he like lets people come through, take the test. He's chill. He gave props to Urek.
Mm-hmm.
And even though what he said to White was crazy, but it's like, I mean, just become a demon. He did say like really like calm. Yeah, just be a demon.
I don't say he didn't say it all crazy. He wasn't like, you fucking can never be my. He's kind of like, listen, to be honest with you, you can't beat me like that. Like you gotta become a demon, dude.
Yeah.
All right, good luck. And he kept it pushing.
And Neon Hannah. You think? Well, wait. Is it Eurasia who's the chibi, or was it Hannah?
Yeah, Eurasia's the chibi.
Okay.
I think Eurasia's gonna be cool.
I have such a good feeling about Blossom. I have such a good feeling about.
I just kind of see her as one of those usual kind of like short fairy type characters.
Fair enough.
She's supposed to be super lazy.
It's a two Paris that Hikikomori.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm at. You know, I don't know if y'all ever read this, but I mean, y'all probably. I know not had. But like like Black Clover, like fucking Charmy, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
I feel like I don't know. I could just see like the moment you pull up to Eurasia's thing.
Her compression works opposite. She gets bigger.
Oh.
She accelerates to Shinsu. Hold on. I'm thinking now. Wait a minute. Hold on now. I'm joking. Go ahead.
I could just see it when like we pull up to her floor and like she's in her thing. She's just gonna have this giant ass room and like her and like 50 of her like family members are just gonna be sleeping. There's gonna be like slumber parties all the time.
See, that's what I need from whatchamacallit. See, but I need that from my King Sleep and his family.
Drac. Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, they're part of the family.
Yeah, Fontecola is a branch of the Blossom.
Oh, okay, good. That's what I need.
Yeah.
That's what I need. I need
They have. I think they say like we meet them, they all sleep.
Yeah.
She in a onesie.
that'd be badass. I'm with it.
I'm with it too.
Yeah, I love that family. I don't know what it is. Like even the one girl, is it Strawberry? What's her name? The one girl that just be chilling on the pillow.
Or Irure. Oh yeah. Irure. Miss Sleep.
Miss Sleep, yeah.
It's Miss Sleep, Young Sleep, and King Sleep, yeah. King Sleep is Drac. Young Sleep is Lore, and Miss Sleep is Irure.
Yeah, all the nicknames you came out there were hilarious.
That's my family because I'm with them. They got the right idea. They're like, yo, I'm tired, man. I'm sleepy. They
just strong. They strong and they sleep.
They're reading Shinsu in their sleep. That's raw.
What's the one cat girl that works for Yasacha? She really got into the wrong thing. So bad for her.
Yeah. I'm wondering what
she was good too.
Shinsu
I
means.
like honestly.
I took it as literal, almost. Like she could speed up Shinsu, and I think through that she could do things that can like your Shinsu maybe helps you keep you young. She speeds it up, and now you old and crusty and decrepit, and you age. I do think that could also tie into the speed of which attacks go into you, though I don't think that she can throw Shinsu faster than Urek because he's the Ray Barracuda. He can throw Shinsu at light speed. That's like his thing. But I do think that it can, I don't know, that's interesting. What do you think accelerating Shinsu really means?
I think it means just literally, because Shinsu's all about the way in which it moves. Yeah. And like when it moves in weird ways, it takes on different properties. Like it can become fire if you move it in a weird way. So I literally just think she can accelerate it, and probably because it's at a new rate, and you can just do a lot more new shit with it. Like maybe she speeds up a part of it and slows down another, so then you get a cool new effect. So that's just I just took it quite literal.
Okay. The Flash, I'm the fastest woman alive in the tower.
Still, yeah, that's my family.
Yeah.
I want to be Eurasian Ha family. That's my two families. If I had to be a hybrid, that's what I'm taking.
What would you take, Vince? If you're a hybrid.
Hybrid of what? Okay, I got lost.
Hybrid of 10 Great Families.
Hybrider.
He's a hybrid. Oh. No, that's trash.
I guess a really fun combination for me would be being part coon, part blossom. That'd be fun.
Fuck them coons. Let me try.
I could be I'm basically a Shikamaru. I'm crafty, but I'm lazy.
I feel like I have to say half family because I'm athletic. In my head, the Ha family is the most athletic family in the tower. Just have natural physical gift ability, so I gotta be Ha. What's the second one though? Nah, I don't use swords. I don't use needles. That's cooked.
Actually, Haigh-Rankers is the best because you got the physical strength and you got the perfect Shinsu control. You're just good.
I could see my Shinsu control being complete dick.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like Shinsu boosting myself physically, sure, but like being a wave controller, I could see myself being really bad at that. It's like shooting 3-pointers.
I remember I took one of those
I might have
Tower
to.
of God quizzes.
Yeah,
I
go
got
ahead.
Scout. I got Scout.
So did I. That makes sense to me.
No,
that
I'm
that
sorry.
makes
Yeah,
sense for me.
that makes
No, I'm
sense for
sorry.
both
I
of
got
y'all.
Fisherman.
For me,
Fisherman.
it was Scout then Fisherman always. That's the order.
Yeah, it was Fisherman then Scout. I think I would be better as a Scout.
I got wave control. They already knew what I
Yeah.
was on.
You'd be Lophobia, Aria Swordsman with a fish. I don't know. I like telling people what to do. I'm gonna have to go Lophobia, bro. Lophobia half family hybrid. I'm gonna have to go Lophobia. I'm trying to have some shit, and it's like, hey yo, Cobalt, yeah, bring me the bitch.
Wait, no, that's actually a cold combo because if they ever get past your
I
animal,
will
you're
fold
so
them.
cool.
You think I could literally hit them with the generic. You think I use these animals because I'm weak? No, it's because I'm actually overwhelmingly strong in close to close combat. I can hit you with the generic ass anime line like that, bro. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Oh shoot, where's this quiz? I don't know. I did that years ago.
Yeah, just type in TOG
Tower
quiz
God
online. You'll
position quiz.
position quiz. Yeah.
They need a character sort of. We need to do a character sort of for Kubera though, with more people, with like 6, like we need like an uneven amount of people though, like 5 or like 7, but cause that will be fun with more people. But I want do we have a character sort of for Tower of God? That would be dope too. I don't know. I'll look for one after.
Was that the ranking of your favorite thing?
That was that thing we did where it's like it pits 2 characters against each other, and you choose which one you like more between the 2. Yeah. Or you pick I like both equally or neither. But the more you do that, the more like you'll mess up your options. So I think when we did it was just me and you, Vince, right? In the chat, maybe. I'm saying with more people, that one will go crazy, especially you, because you don't even like Asha like the way we do. So like, I think that will get spicy. Yeah. That'd be super interesting. You're
gonna get overruled every time.
Well, when I took it, I did take it. I got 9 first places.
Oh, see, like that's probably because you did the neither or whatever. Like I did that very sparingly. I didn't have too many. I could probably find mine.
I did that shit a lot.
Kubera magic quiz, that would be cool. Maybe we should make one. Well,
what type of magic you would get?
Yeah,
like a lot of quizzes we could probably do.
Hottie Visnu, are you more with I like that Phoenix magic. Come on now, yeah. So. King Kong is my main. I summoned a big ass ape. Are you crazy? I'm writing it.
I would really
ape who ate 100,000 million bananas and transcended into a Super Saiyan.
Ozaru Nastica about to get some magic though. I'd be like, I gotta ask these niggas for permission. Fuck.
I think Reborn has a flame quiz already, actually. Lost Shot. I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Because I got Sky and Storm. Sorry, go ahead.
I never took one of those ones.
Tekyo, Hitman, Reborn, Flame. Personalities. Not the quiz, bitch. What is your dying will flame? What is your Kingdom Hearts dying? Well, there's one. Well, I said Kingdom Hearts almost. That's crazy. See.
God one might change actually. I might retake that.
Am I introvert or extrovert? Extrovert. I'm talking so much shit. I don't know if this is any good. I'll post in the chat, but yeah. All right. Final comments. Closing comments.
Great families over F.U.G.
Shout out to all the party people.
Gustan coming. He here. No, I'm not about to have no dookie throwing monkey. Don't do me like that. Bro, yo, I'm disgusted. I'd be fucking livid if you gave me, like, what does this shit do?
You gotta go.
And throw pull up multiply. Like, I'd literally rather fight with, like, a Magikarp. I'll figure it out, bro. Go ahead. Like, I'm not doing that. Shoot. I'm unmoved. It's not moving me. I need the ape. I need at least 6. All right. So I need an ape. I need a great ape. 100%.
Great ape. Okay.
It said monkey that transcended to an Ozaru after eating 100,000 bananas. That's one of them. I need a phoenix. I almost need one. I need a phoenix. What else do I need? I don't know. I could like a cool lion or something a little more regular. You know what I'm saying? Like a lion. I don't like a lot of animals. What else do I like? I need a rhinoceros beetle, or a rhinoceros beetle like Armada. I need a bunch of them, or I need like a really big Kabuto type one. Fucking Pokemon come out here like Ladybug, throw some hands, bullet punch. I don't know, something like that. I know I need a bug one because bugs always come with their sketchy abilities, and I could lift 100 times my own weight, and the exoskeleton can it's gonna be crazy. So you need a bug.
It's kind of funny because when we first were reading Tower God, I always wanted to be an anima. That was like the first that started with. Now I'm just like, let me sleep.
You got Miss Flame. That's dope. This clownfish killed many sharks and transformed into a kraken. No, anima is dope. I'm gonna do the quiz real quick. Actually, I